Hello everybody, my name is Retroliser and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, where we had just... Oh, hello. Oh yes, of course. We had just finished a second round of investigating. I'm a few weeks out. I thought for a moment we'd just finished the first trial. But no, that was 2 weeks ago. But anyway, we're going to now see what the German has to say, which of course means court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth, and naturally, we are ready, Your Honour. And what about Karma? Yes, of course. Now, his opening statement. Okay then, he has none. Oh, nope, he has one. Although his pause was a bit too, long for my liking. A prediction, but what is it? What is it? Today's trial will end in 3 minutes. Okay. That's intriguing, I guess. Oh well. Let's go and see then. I'll call my witness. Oh, okay. You have a decisive witness? Ah, yes. Uncle. Witness, state your profession. If he'll wake the fuck up.
I'm the proprietor of the restaurant, The Wet Noodle, at Court Lake. And I also rent boats.
Now, the night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct?
Yep, I was.
Please testify. Yes, we still haven't heard who this old guy is. Yes, let's please hear that. Yes, he hasn't stated his name. Oh, he has one for it. Because I did not asking Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. But seriously. Uh-oh. Let's see what he says.
Well, I'm not really sure. Help. My memory.
Yes, the witness does not remember anything beyond the past several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. Well, that's intriguing. Fair enough. Yes, let's go and hear this testimony of doom. The night of the murder.
It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yup. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yup. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window.
Well, that's great, I guess. I'd like to begin the cross-examination, naturally. Hey, what's he doing? Is he going to deny this? Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Objection, I have the right. Judge, your verdict. What? Cross-examine that shit. And von Karma's not going to be... Yes, he's not going to be too pleasant. 3 minutes just passed. Oh, well then, let's just take our time from now on. Sad face. Moving on to the night of the murder. It was the night of the 24th.
It was the night of the 24th.
Just after midnight, you say?
Yep, just around then.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. Yep.
When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right?
Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did.
See? Totally not questionable.
I was in the restaurant where I rent boats usually.
Yes. Oh dear.
Well, I guess Polly could.
Yeah. Simple. Yep, Polly is a parrot.
Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy!
Yes. Oh well.
Then I heard a loud bang. Yup.
And where did the bang seem to come from, sir? Oh, fuck me. Will you wake up?
From the lake, I figure.
Are you certain?
Yeah.
Well, good then. Move the fuck on.
When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just a-floating on the lake.
That's nice. Was there someone in the boat?
It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly, but I figure there was 2 men out there.
But you couldn't see them.
Yup, at the time, that is.
Well, yeah, things... Yep.
Then I heard another bang.
Of course.
Yup.
That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday, so it matches up thus far.
Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window.
Yes, by your window. You have one. Christ. Phoenix, you could remember that, surely. And could you see the man's face?
Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him.
And he's fallen asleep. Meanwhile, oh, we know exactly what's going to happen about this. It's Edgeworth. Yep, thought as much.
I can't believe he's dead.
Well, of course he's fucking sure. Uh-oh. Yep. Dad!
Dead certain, Keith! He said I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by too!
Great, we've just gone and dug our grave.
It was him! That Edgeworth boy! Fuck my hip! My dementia!
I don't know. Yes, it does sound like decisive testimony, doesn't it? Oh well. Never mind. Don't worry, we'll find something. I think. Yes, well, let's see. Can I raise an objection? I don't think I can. Yeah. Oh well. Judge, there is no room for doubt in the witness's testimony. I demand that you declare your verdict. What should I do? Wait and see. Yeah. Well, we can't do anything! There is nothing else that I can do. Yeah. Fair enough. I have absolutely nothing that I can think of at the moment. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. Well, by my count, we've only been here 8. Oh well. Uh-oh. The witness may leave the stand. Oh, well, someone drag him out, please. Oh dear. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. We're done for. Oh dear. Ah. Yeah. Ah. Is that it? Whoa! Someone's piped up? But who? Yes, who was that? Oh god. No! Larry? Oh fuck. Oh wait, he was there on the night of the murder. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday, but today I remembered it. Well, what did you remember? The gunshot, I heard it too. Right, well, we have another testimony.
What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment.
How about no? Yes. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realised Something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Wait, he said a gunshot. Oh dear. Well, is it not obvious? Wrong! Von Karma, I disagree. Remember, we've got to go and hear all the evidence, otherwise it might have been well, not really a mistrial, but a miscarriage of justice. So, we're going to hear the testimony whether you like it or not. Indeed. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. However, allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. True that. I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Huzzah! He's no longer guilty. Well, he is, sort of. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. Aha! That put him in his place. Oh, 5 minutes? Okay, I guess. That's gonna end badly. Shit. Oh well. December 27th, 10:28 AM. District Court, Defendant Lobby 2. Too close? What do you mean, too close? I've seen worse. Oh, I just wonder what Larry plans to say. Well, he did mention as such. He said he went looking for that balloon. That fucking balloon. That he ended up getting from his precious fiancé, or fiancé, or whatever he calls it. But it matters not. Yeah, you seem a bit lost in thought. You sure about that one? Oh? Meaning to ask about what? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Ah yes, explain that one, mate. Okay, so after the victim fell from the boat, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. And therefore you wiped off what fingerprints there were on it, if there was any at all. And of course put your own on there. Smart. This might be our chance. Oh, really? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Yes, perfectly prepared, perfectly complete. Indeed, by having preparation. Preparation is apparently what causes one to be victorious. And now this is the first time he has let someone who hasn't been prepared by him. Oh well. Yes, no 10-minute trial, but we won't see the point in well, not mixing, but what was I trying to say? I can't remember. But oh well. Basically, we're going to have to go and, well, not milk it, because there's no reason to. We'd get done for that by Von Karma. Best thing would be to just try our best and decipher, you know, what the differences are between the two. I mean, 3 witnesses thus far. So, Larry, tell me what you know. Meanwhile, he's sitting quite there, quite happily, I guess. Oh dear. Welcome to the night of the murder, Larry's version. That night I was out in a boat on the lake, yeah? I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't notice the boat, so after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Yeah. Well, there's already a problem. However, if I have anything to do with it, if we have a look at the pistol, fired 3 times, and bears, of course, the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand. But that matters not. What matters is the fact that it was fired 3 times. He heard a single gunshot, the others heard 2. Ergo, I would guess that this is another case of Red, White, and April, May, where they're both right. Ergo, there were 3 gunshots that night. But we'll find out soon enough. Let's get on with this. Yes, I know, that night. Let's go and see what information we can squeeze. There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Ah, okay. Yeah, what time was it? After 11. Okay. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat? Well, let's find out. It was because it was after that bloody balloon. Yeah. He was looking for the bloody... Yeah, okay. He has a point. Oh, Lord. Nah, it wasn't. Yes, let's get this shit over with. So I quietly slipped the boat back... The boat? What's a boat? Yes, what time was that, sunshine? I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12, yeah. Don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial. Well, especially when it was at night. You're pretty useless then. You heard this bang. Okay. And where did it come from, sir? You weren't too sure. Okay. And what did you see? Oh. Well, that's a shame, really. That is intriguing. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Yes, it is, a little bit. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That is the problem here. That is the obvious contradiction. Oh, come on, is it not obvious? You got it wrong. Yes, well, Maya, you can easily notice this problem too, so let's get back to... Right. Let's see, what do I have here that can be used against him? Heard 2 gunshots. There we go. Yeah, what about it? Well, you only heard 1 bang, you sure? That's what I said. But Ms. Lotterhart testified that she heard 2, and so did the old man. Dun dun dun! Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. What? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. Oh, fuck off! Really? What? Really? No! Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Oh, for fuck's sake! Come on! Man up! Fuck me! You might have missed it. You were listening to something else. Oh, joy. Oh, fuck me. Wow. No, this is bad. He's gonna have that... Von Karma is going to have that thrown out, surely. Everybody listens to the radio. Well, I don't. Christ, have I ever listened to the radio? Anyway, the problem is... Yep, thought as much. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony. Well, yes, I think he should. Continue. Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Well, you know... There is something that might come to mind. Remember, when he put the boat away, that was around 12. When was that... When was, that other gunshot? Gunshot. Just after midnight, okay. So, around midnight, just after. I can't remember the exact time of the gunshot, though. Which is bad. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. Well, tough shit. Right. Sometime on the 24th or 25th. Shot from approximately 1 meter away. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Fired 3 times. I need to know what time. Oh well. I was listening to it real booming loud like, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. That's it. That's the part that we need. Well, of course. No, it's not a free country, actually. Oh well. Well, of course you can. No. I still have the right to cross-examine. DJ, really? An announcer? The guy who says things on the radio? The disc jockey? Christ. True that. That is actually really smart. Well done, Phoenix. You've grown a brain cell. Sorry, just round of applause there. That is actually worthy of applause. Well done, Phoenix. That does actually... That's perfect. That's brilliant. For once you've actually used what little you have in terms of brain cells. But anyway. Let's go. What did he say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said to us? Oh yes, there is a reason. We should care. Indeed. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask? What? What? Really? Wow. Okay. Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas. There we go. We are in the clear. It's almost Christmas. Ergo, it was before Christmas. Ergo, before... Oh, she had this real sexy voice. Oh no, that helped. That helped. It helped. No, we've got it. We've got what we need. See? Unfortunately, I'm not sure if using the deposition again. Nope, it works. It works. Oh yes. See, we're out of the woods now. You better know I don't scare that easily. Oh, sure. But don't you understand? Well, of course. It's almost Christmas. Ergo, when he heard this gunshot, it was before Christmas. Ergo, the other two happened after, when it was Christmas. Ergo, 3 gunshots. Ta-da! But that contradicts the 2 testimonies we have heard so far. Both Ms. Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard 2 shots. Indeed. Well, of course it's a clear contradiction. However, it is not. It's only a clear contradiction when you believe that one is true over the other, when you could actually consider that both are true. Yes, so 3. What? The current witness is plainly mistaken. Bullshit! Just look at him suspicious. Okay, he looks like a complete mong, but no, I think we have proof. Larry's right. I can prove it too. Indeed. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence. Sure. Wait! Oh, this is good. This is good. I have, if I remember correctly, not that one. Second lake photo shows an empty lake taken at 11:50. Ah! A loud noise was made at that time, ergo... Yes, there's nothing on the lake. That's because the gunshot that was caused was never on the lake. Is it not obvious? The victim died inland, away from the lake, and then of course it was staged in the lake when Edgeworth was present. See? An automatic camera, and one that was there for loud noises. I've worked it out. Indeed. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely Christmas Eve. Yes. And of course, where does that leave us? Well, it's obvious. No, not at all. They're both right. I've already stated as much. See? Your Honour, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause. First set was 1, second set was 2. Ta-da! Don't be fooled, that camera was set to respond to loud noises. Okay, there is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Oh, don't worry. I have my proof. Yes, I have my evidence. I'm sure of it. It was this pistol. It was fired 3 times. Yes. It was 3 times. Yes. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, of course, was the last shot. It was the first shot. Duh. Ergo, the 3rd shot was actually the first. Dun dun dun. See? This is easy. However, what? Well, is it not obvious? Yes. Oh, come on. Is it really that hard to imagine? What? What, has he worked it out? I have it! I have it! Eureka! Remember the case with the steel samurai? Well, what about it? The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. Well, it already was. Already was overturned, although it was withdrawn. But, no, I think I know what happened. Anyway, he'll be fine. Watch. Yes, go on. The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. Yes, it has, actually. Uh-oh. So, you finally realise the truth? There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie, take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. However, I must disagree. If we look at the autopsy, it says 24th or 25th. So, sorry about that, matey. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. Gunshot, and then, of course, someone fell into the river. Well, the lake. But that wasn't Robert Hammond. It couldn't have been suicide. Yes. No, it doesn't. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. Don't you see? Remember. Wrong. You have the photographic evidence of a shooting, not the shooting. There you go. He was killed then, and then of course his murderer framed Edgeworth. Of course I'm not mad. It is Edgeworth and the murderer. See? The murderer was pretending to be him. And there we go. Ta-da! See? Simple. Even if my explanation of it to the viewers here probably didn't make as much sense. Yes, that night Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well, okay? That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. Yes, ludicrous, although he's shaking, so he's got something involved in this, I'm sure of it. Either that or he's just too mesmerised. We don't know yet. Well, that's because he hasn't told us yet. No. Indeed. Aha, the penny's dropped for him. Yep, that is what we are going to claim now, and it's the only other suggestion that we have. Indeed. Yes, that's perfectly legitimate to me. Would have been right here, by the boat shop. Where else could it have been? Naturally. Indeed. Oh, what does he have to say? Do I have any proof? Recall Larry's testimony? Ah, yes. He was down. Yes. That night he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. The steel samurai. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears the gunshot. Yes, he heard a gunshot, even though he was wearing headphones, and they were at maximum volume. He was present at the time of the murder. Precisely. Ta-da! Right, here is what happened. Oh yes, don't worry, I love narratives. Yes, you'll be fine, I'm here, and I know exactly what happened. Right, that night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond. There he is. And then, of course, kills him. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired, naturally. After that, he takes Robert Hammond's clothes and became Robert Hammond temporarily. Then he got in the boat, went out into the middle of the lake. Is it not obvious? The boat shop caretaker. He fired. Whether it was over Edgeworth's head or into the water, it doesn't matter. He fired twice. Then, of course, he dropped the gun into the boat. What? To create a witness. What? The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. To create a witness. Think about it. The first shot would make anybody in the area look towards the lake. The second would allow them the chance to pinpoint where it came from, which would be the boat. And then, of course, anybody who looked out would see him fall out of the boat, and they would think that he had just been shot. Simple as. I mean, really. This is all very simple logic, surely. And then, of course, falls from the boat. Ta-da! The murderer jumps from the boat, leaving the pistol behind, and then, of course, Edgeworth blindly takes it. And there we go. Indeed. Unfortunately, yes, he didn't notice about that, but that's irrelevant. Now. The boat shop caretaker then swam back to his shop. He then put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and then threw the body into the lake. And how confident does he look? Even if it does sound incredibly ridiculous, it's also very true. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. Yes, please do. Now, where is he? While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Mars Edgeworth, a few questions. Okay, I don't really know what kind of questions you want to ask, though. Yes. Why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct, astonishingly so, actually. Oh, well, thanks for giving me so much confidence. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. Yes, at midnight on Christmas Eve, he said he had something very important to discuss. Okay. Uh-oh. The witness is gone. He's absconded! He has absconded. Delightful. We're gonna have to go and track that bastard down and get him back here. Wow, really? That was quick. Wait, a search warrant? What for? No, well, okay. How they do it in America, fine by me. But in this country, the UK, the wonderful land of Blighty, we'd have an arrest warrant put out on them. Because they have, failed their duty of appearing in court as a witness. Ergo, they'll then be arrested to force them to come to court. But hey, I think that's what it is. It's been a while since I last learned that little detail, but I'm very sure I'm correct. But anyway. We shall find that witness, and we shall move on. Yes, just who is that boat shop caretaker? Well, it's quite obvious. I think it's obvious. It's Yanai Yogi. Who else could it have been? Although I've got to prove that, so good luck. No matter. December 27th, 1:22 p.m. We have been in that courtroom for 3 hours and 22 minutes, I believe. You did it! Did what? We haven't done that much. Yes, well, that was because Larry is a complete moron of the highest order. But anyway. Oh, well, I'm afraid trials are like that. But hey. Hello, Eggworm. Why, what's wrong with him? Well, of course. It looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. How about no? Nope, it's not over for him yet, I would assume. Oh? And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Well, what's the problem? I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. Well, don't then. It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. Hello? Of a murder. The only other murder that I can think of is DL6. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, it is of course the end of this particular segment. So, without further ado, it is time to of course go and end it there. Thank you very much for watching. Shit certainly is hitting the fan, and the oil is certainly heating up. And of course, it'll soon be rushing towards its final conclusion. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you wish to go and watch more, then please do check out the selection boxes on my left, or, of course, the channel itself. There is plenty to be seen there. But anyway, thank you very much once more for watching, and of course from me, ta-ta!